Good morning and welcome to the beautiful game on Wake Up Nigeria, and it's all about the UEFA Nations League final. It was Portugal, champions of the UEFA Nations League, as they defeated Spain 5-3 on penalties after 2-2 after normal regulation time and extra time. Mary, of course, is here with me to talk about this one. Mary, good morning, welcome. What are your thoughts?
How you doing?
Cristiano Ronaldo with another trophy to his very large cabinet of trophies and all of that. Were you happy for Ronaldo?
I'm happy for Ronaldo. Forget the whole drama between Ronaldo and Messi. He's a talented player. And he's not just a talented player, he's a dedicated player. He's one that is dedicated to his craft. And one sees that in his resilience as well, considering all that he has been through in the past few years since moving on, in quotes, or rather moving to the UAE and all. You know,
all right.
I really admire him.
Wonderful.
He's someone admirable.
Wonderful. Now let's take a look at, pardon me, let's take a look at the lineup now, and while we talk about all that went down and everything, it was, you know, it was mooted to be something Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal. Now, something quite interesting here. Cristiano Ronaldo's son is just about 2 years younger than Lamine Yamal. They even have a picture together. I thought about it. A man has transcended his generation, gone so far past it, he's now being pitted against the next generation. So think about it. He could be Lamine Yamal's father. Lamine Yamal is 17. Cristiano Ronaldo is 40. So think about it. 23 years, he could be Lamine Yamal's father, but he's, in quotes, competing with Yamal. So that is kudos to the excellence that Cristiano Ronaldo is. And on the day, he gave a goal, wonderful performance. Let's take a look at the numbers. First of all, the main man, the man of the match has to be this man, Nuno Mendes. Mendes, great player. You see, it was because of this man, he kept Yamal silent across the whole match. You know, now Yamal has been, there's this confidence that Lamine Yamal brings to a game. Now, he mentioned it during, of course, the semi-final where they went up against France. He spoke about Dembele. In fact, he even made mention that if this is the match that's going to decide the Ballon d'Or, then he's ready for it. Better performance, their great performance. Dembele was quite silent, and of course that match ended 5-4. But I must say that particular match, that scoreline didn't tell the story of the match. Spain, of course, were transcendent, were overly ran over France, as it were. But in this match, this man, as it is. So I thought about it, Mary. Now, there was that talk that Barca would have done better than Inter in the Champions League final. Yes, probably. But I'll still mention that PSG would have still won. Maybe not by that margin because of the excellence that's going through that PSG team. And that is embodied in this young man, Mendes. And his performance yesterday, he gave 2 assists. He was even running tricks around Yamal. Wonderful performance. What do you think about Mendes' performance yesterday as man of the match?
It was super. Like, watching him was a delight. Especially the Lamine Yamal part that he talked about. Because, you see, there's talent here, and then there is putting that talent to work, and he gave us quite a performance. I would say it was really impressive. Wonderful.
And let's take a look at the other ratings across the whole team. Inacio was a 5.9. Costa was quite good in goal, 7.0. Ruben Diaz, 7.1. Neves, 5.6. Bernardo Silva, was quite disappointed with Bernardo Silva. Of course, his days at Man City might just be getting to an end. Man City are reportedly going to bring Ryan Cherki into the team at the same time as Aït-Nouri. So if there's a Ryan Cherki, there's a Mamouche. Grealish, of course, probably looking like he's going out of the team. Phil Foden, there is also Doku. His days might just be numbered because, you know, it was quite a subdued performance. But I would say that he still came. But this man also, even though he had a goal ruled out for offside, Bruno Fernandes, he is quite the player. You know, they've spoken about how he has been the player of the season for Manchester United over the past 3 or 4 seasons.
Yes.
This guy is a great player. But
Fernandes
let's talk about...
has been pulling his weight, and he deserves all the flowers he gets.
All right, but let's talk about this main man, Cristiano Ronaldo. Even though I might say that in some ways he limits the team because now football is about, a lot of times about pressing from the front, and Ronaldo will not press. You saw him strolling around. He will dodge that because now he has modified his game to an extent whereby I just get there to get the goals, which he's doing now. But I found out that the team has learned to play to his strengths and, limiting his weaknesses, not letting it show. So, kudos to Cristiano Ronaldo. A goal in that particular match, some people say it tapping. Yakubu Ayebini missed tapping, you don't even score. So, but hey, let's give it to Cristiano Ronaldo this time, winner of a Champions League. But then let's look at Spain. Wonderful performance, I must say, from the team. I mean, they gave us a 2-all back. Lamine Yamal was quite silent, even though he made up to 7.3. I think this rating is too high for Lamine Yamal for that particular match. For this match, he was subdued. It didn't happen. Doesn't mean that he's not excellent. Doesn't mean that he will not win the Ballon d'Or. Doesn't mean he will not be a contender for the best player in the world. But for this particular match, he was definitely subdued. Now, this is my man. I give it up to this guy, Pedri. Pedri is someone people don't talk about, but he's the one that keeps things ticking. Yes. When he went out, it seemed like, I think he was quite tired and all of that, but Spain could not get themselves together. This man, a lot goes around him. Now, talking about it now, Zubimendi, Arsenal are getting this player. Now, for the semi-final, Arsenal had 2 players in that lineup. They had Zubimendi and they had Merino. No, Zubimendi has not yet signed. I'm saying that if he does sign, Arsenal are going to be having more of a Spanish midfield. Now, of course, with a Spanish manager, that means control, the kind of control that Barcelona gives you. And if Arsenal can do that with William Saliba behind, of course, with Gabriel coming back, a very decent defense, then I think that Arsenal might just be contenders for quite a long time. So wonderful performance there by Zubimendi. Ruiz, of course. Nico Williams, great guy, great performance there. Unai Simon. Madrid's newest, this guy is calm on that possession. Madrid's newest acquisition. Xabi Alonso has quite the player to work with. Yeah. This might be the weakest link, but he knows how to play with this Spanish national team. For me, all and all, it was a great final. I got what I expected. Portugal came to the party, Spain came to the party, but there just had to be one winner, and Portugal, of course, took that particular crown. Now, let's take a look at the numbers when it comes to the stats, how the whole match went down. And, XG, of course, this was where there was quite something when it comes to the XG. Spain, of course, took that one, 2.06, as against 1.02 for Portugal. Ball possession. I can't remember any team out-possessing Spain. I don't think it has ever happened. I'll go check, but I don't think that has happened. It was 61 up against 39, total shots 16 up against 7. So there was dominance from Spain on target, 6 against 2. They scored the 2 shots that they had on target, so that was clinical. I think that is where Spain lacked it. Clinical. They were clinical. You know, big chances. They were so all through the match, you can just see that, of course, Spain had the higher hand. They had bigger chances. They had more touches in the position box. They had more passes, completed more passes. Their pass percentage was very high. But the reason why Portugal won that thing was because they were clinical. And kudos to the team and Cristiano Ronaldo with what they have done. So, you know, and there's that talk about the national trophy. Some people talk about the Nations League not being a big trophy enough. Mary, what do you think about Nations League? Is it a big enough trophy, you know, to stand there with maybe the Euros or something? Is it big enough?
Well, see, your nation, when we talk about nation trophy, the truth of the matter is you're representing something. Every trophy counts because you fought for it. I've always wondered why some trophies are seen as lesser than the rest. Yes, you could talk about the award money and all, but hey, this one for me is a big one as well.
It's a big one. Now you understand how Arsenal fans think. They think that everything is a big one. No.
Mike.
All right, that's it on the beautiful game for this Monday morning. Of course, the next time we're talking about the Club World Cup. Maybe the Club World Cup is going to start in about, I think on Saturday. It's just a few days to Club World Cup. The players are going to be playing a lot, so there's still more to come on the beautiful game before the next season starts.
And there's still talks about that as well, and the stress on the players and all. But hey,
all right. We'll talk about that on subsequent episodes. That's it today on the beautiful game. Thank you very much, Mary. We'll see you after this time out.